Who are you? Really?
Really? I am just a figment of your imagination.
Hello.
Hello.
Ooh.
Figment of my imagination. Okay. Fair enough.
And if we're in your imagination, then what's in Roger's imagination?
Oh, yeah, but I wouldn't want to be in fucking Brainless's imagination. Imagine what's inside his head. Fuck that.
What? Why not?
Yeah, I don't want fucking leather-clad fucking monsters throwing baby pickles at my penis, mate.
What? Ooh, speaking of leather-wearing
He's
monsters.
just assuming he knows what's in your imagination. Or just in Warcraft. Minecraft. We got Roger Mudfossil. I wonder what's in his imagination.
There's all sorts going on there.
Nothing intelligent,
Why
I
isn't
assume.
the Sam playing?
Because you have to turn on the sound.
It has a
don't know why.
crest, and I'll show you this, and its head was smashed. Now, wherever you see different types of tissue, when it's wet, you will see different coloration.
And for those who don't know, this is what he thinks is a fossilized naga,
No, but
also known as a lizard person.
But does he not know that that is a statue?
Not really. No.
And you'll be able to see the red, and you'll be able to see the eyeball and all that stuff. So that's a side profile. It's wet, and it's showing up the darkness around the eyes, and you'll see the details in a second. Now, I have all kinds of things. I get sent things all the time. Nobody will look at it. Nobody will look at this.
Because you're fucking nuts. You're insane, you prick. Who'd want to look at your nonsense? People watch it because they think you're funny, and he is. I like him, but he is insane. The fucking world of living.
He is ridiculous.
Yeah.
There is another video where he thinks he's bested Einstein.
All right.
Wait.
They know it's just.
Say again?
Did he become a flurf? That's usually what the flurfs say.
No. Basically, remember you sent him a message when you downloaded something last time that well, he basically made some videos about his theories on how atoms work. And he put them up. I think that was because of us.
Ooh.
Well, he sends this off, doesn't he, to institutions who just write back and say, we're not even going to bother looking at this because politely saying he's fucking insane.
Well, yeah, I mean, he got a stone head here, right? And he thinks it's a formerly living thing.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, indeed. No, it isn't. That was good timing.
We did not plan that. As there's just going to be another Roger Mudflaps because he's playing around with little metal balls. So thinking they represent atoms.
But I'll show you why I can say that's absolutely for certain. That is not simply carved. That was alive.
Yep. He doesn't think it was how. How was
Well,
that
okay,
alive?
my friends, another shocker du jour. Hold on to your hats. Mysterious snake person head from 7,500 years ago raises questions. Well, this is what they call a clay, bizarre-looking clay head.
Okay.
Clay is not alive and never been alive.
Well, first of all, I'm not even sure I would call that a head.
What would you call
And
it,
that
Roger?
poor screen.
But they're claiming it is a bizarre-looking snake-headed person. I don't see any eyes, or has it got like one nostril, or is there no one on the other side? You know, I don't really see a whole big thing going on here that I would call anything special. Now, I am going to show you something that is
Oh, there's
special.
something special there.
Now, they're talking about snake-headed clay thing.
There is something
Very,
special
very
there.
special, Roger.
Snake-headed clay things. That's not very scientific, Roger.
Where is the Latin name, Roger?
Things. And again, let's say that was real. Let's say that was real. And it could be actually from a actual snake. There would be veins and arteries going up the bottom, and you should see some.
Veins and arteries on
If
its
it
bottom.
was, yeah, if it was an actual living thing, maybe it might have veins and arteries, but that's a piece of clay.
Some kind of blood. Everything I have found had red blood. They talk about blue blood and this and that, maybe. Everything I have found has red and black blood. Artery and vein. Artery is red,
Yeah,
vein is black.
That's about actual blue blood. Yes, of course. Of course, Roger. Sure, boy. Sure, dude. Sure.
And if you could see underneath, it might have vein and artery. Because I'm going to show you something that they would claim, oh, there's no question that's carved. Somebody carved that. And I'm going to tell you right now, absolutely not. It is a Naga head, and it is real. And I got...
Well, snakehead is caput serpentinum. I don't think there's a translation for Naga.
Well, Nagas are just made up things.
Yeah, so that's why
They
Naga
can range everything.
Naga in Latin will
Finish
be
what you're going to say.
Naga.
Yes, anything from snake people to lizard people is a Naga.
Carved. Somebody carved.
And a tiny captain as well. Was he?
Welcome.
That. And I'm going to tell you right now, absolutely not. It is a Naga head, and it is real. And I got all the pictures from my friend Kim, and I'm pretty sure she still has it. Okay.
It's a Naga head, and it is real. Yeah,
Bro, it exists.
I know Nagas from World of Warcraft, and they look nothing like that.
My friends, prepare your...
World of Warcraft is real.
Exactly. Well, I mean, it's a video game and it exists.
Yeah.
I mean, everything
Yourself,
in it is just a load of fantasy and bullshit.
Mysterious snake person head from 7,500 years ago raises questions. Well,
TikTok, motherfucker.
Hi, Clockwork.
Well, hello.
Tiki,
Are we talking about the people? Are we talking about the people who think like Devil's Tower and Ayers Rock are the trunks of giant trees? Is this the mentality we're going with here? I was listening for a little bit, but I had to, yeah.
If you don't know Roger believes the world is a breathing organism, and rocks are. He'll look at. He spends his life on Google Earth basically, and he says, "Look, they're veins, or there's a mountain range in the shape of a dragon." If you look at it from Google Earth, that's a real dead dragon.
Okay, fair enough. Hey, I'm caught up. Fair enough.
Let's just say
now he's onto statues that people created with their imagination.
Let's Let's just say
Hey,
he's
look.
shit crazy now. That's
Yeah, I
basically-
dreamed about some weird shit, and look, this is what it looked like.
Yeah.
No, that's an alien. They're coming for us. We're like lunch. Yeah.
Well, it looks more like an alien than a snake person.
They say this is a clay
Go ahead.
representation of a snake person's head. Well, maybe, maybe not. But I can show you a head that is not a representation, it's a real head, and I think it might be a naga. Now look at this carefully. This is some red blood that's leaching out, and that's what happens. Red blood leaches right out of the body easily.
It's rust.
It's probably some iron that is rusting.
Or
Did he
algae.
say naga?
That could be
did he?
goo.
Yes, he definitely
Yes.
said Naga.
That's a Indian myth of like snake people, because you know cobras and shit in India, and so they had legends like that. A naga was a half human, half snake person. It was like a semi-deity demon kind of thing. Hinduism is weird. Okay, I'm just saying.
Well, yeah. Well, there's 33 million gods in Hinduism, so I mean 33 million gods. That's not an exaggeration.
But
So,
yeah,
of course it's weird.
some red rust ran
I
out of the
think there's-
eyes of the statue. Yeah. Okay, fair.
There's probably more because I'm pretty sure there's almost a household deity at this point.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like, okay, it was it Greek or Roman mythology that had a goddess of the hearth, like in front of the fireplace for in every house that had a fireplace. It's not Iris. Shit, she was like a minor daughter of a daughter of a daughter of a goddess. Fuck, what was it? It might have been Hearth. I don't know. That might have been her name.
They
or
even
something
made
like-
the Hindu Nationalist Party even made Trump a minor deity. So I mean, we're saying all religions are equally ridiculous. We're
Yeah.
not bashing anyone in particular.
No.
But if you get enjoyment from your religion and you're not hurting anyone,
Yeah, or
we got
comfort.
no
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
Now, the neck is being saturated, and the blood and so forth and salts are coming out of the
He's like a 4-year-old. He's a 4-year-old.
Yeah,
Is.
he's
I
like,
remember talking about like
Go ahead.
this when I was 4.
Yeah, or
neck itself.
Yeah.
When this dries up, dries up bone. You don't see any of this. None of this shows up. There's the seam for where the beak is. This is the entire crown. It's a
The beak. Come on, Roger.
Yeah, but like, yes, that's how they carved it. Does he
hey, this isn't
like
even a good story.
no.
Yeah.
Wait. Does he also like think that the statue of David is actually a person that got fossilized?
Well,
Why hasn't he talked about that?
Like,
He obviously knows what a statue is when it's basically declared one. I won't go that far.
yeah,
But I mean,
Yeah,
he's not pulling classic
it's not-
Greek architecture.
well,
Yeah,
did
it's not like
Michelangelo,
you
when he sculpted David, he said, you know, the sculpture's inside the rock. I just cut around it or whatever, something like that.
Well, I mean, there's that old joke. Why do the statues of Adam and Eve have belly buttons?
Well, yeah.
I mean, that's an old joke. Yeah, that's an old joke. But yeah, why?
Well, all the pictures as well. They all have the drawings and what's the name. They all have belly buttons.
Oh yeah. It's a fucking.
Well, that's
cult.
artistic freedom.
Sorry, I killed it. I'm sorry.
Is it an Annie or an Audi?
Well, it depends.
Like a cobra crown or whatever you want to call it. And whenever things get wet, the blood and so forth moves out. Now I'll show you this one.
Or it can just be minerals or algae lodged in holes, and whenever the water goes down, it washes some of that out.
Oh
Come
yeah,
on,
it's
Roger.
called- there's this thing called erosion. Imagine that.
Roger Mutt Flaps.
Yeah. Aren't you fucking piss waffle?
Oh, hey, look.
If I ever own a truck, I'm going to have mud flaps that say Roger Mud Flaps.
But,
That would be
It's completely dry. You'd swear it was
that would be
Hey, look.
entertaining.
carved, and I did too.
there's all these SUV-sized drones flying over New York and New Jersey. I want a fucking flying car. Where is my goddamn flying car? Now. I want it now. I know I wanted it yesterday.
Well, they've got them now, but they're basically fucking massive, noisy drones.
Well, look, if it's as big as a Volkswagen, I can fit in that motherfucker, okay, and fly it around. And don't have to worry about the snow and the ice and the, rain and all that good shit.
I think it's like the legal framework of how you have that stuff now. Because, like, can you imagine all the fucking idiots on the road, right? And just add an extra dimension to the up and down to the mayhem that they can unleash.
Hey, survival of the fittest. If you can't adapt, you won't survive. Yeah.
When I first saw it, I said, that's just carved. But then, when I saw the neck on it,
Did you hear that? He said it was just carved, and then he freezed something else.
Yeah, that was his first
Then he saw the neck.
thought. And
Oh,
then,
yeah.
Then he saw the
Something
neck.
about
Yeah.
the neck.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh.
It's a track switch.
Not
Underneath where it's
nice
cut.
Neck. Mm.
He's going
cut the vein in the artery.
Is that what you're going to say?
Fair enough.
I was going to say, don't have Naga neck soup. It'll break your teeth.
Naga. Hey, they're poisonous. The Naga are poisonous. They're like fucking cobras. Yeah. Or black mambas and shit.
Yeah, they spit venom.
Yeah. My eyes.
Go on, carry on.
Like the Dilophosaurus.
It's got the throat architecture. Everything's there. And I know this coloration here. I fully understand that. Now watch from the back of the crown. All right, so this is part of his head. And there
Roger understands nothing about fucking rock or sculpture. This is what he doesn't see that. He doesn't see geology. He sees biology. Well, yeah, twat waffle. University. Here we go.
was a smash through the back of the head and this red-blooded creature. And this is red blood coming out of here, whatever that was. All right,
Did he take the pictures of this, or is he just searching for pictures
people
online?
send
Because
them.
that's a different angle.
His trolls send him all this stuff.
We need to send him a concrete dildo. We still do.
Yeah, get his.
Oh wait, we got more people's.
I'm sure his email.
Yeah,
is,
Tiny Captain just came in, but it says device not connected.
I'm Dave.
Here we
Dave.
go.
Hey, Captain.
Hey, Captain.
Hi, Captain. How you doing? Oh, you might be having connection issues. When you speak up, we'll
Come in a
hear
little
you.
closer, I'll show you, see?
Yeah.
You see all those colors right there? That's colors of blood.
Pull up.
It looks more black to me. It looks like just algae and water.
Yeah, moss.
Wait,
Those
are
are
we
colors
looking
of blood from where his neck.
is this like
Say
pond
again,
scum?
Clapper.
Is this like pond
Yeah, I
scum
think
we're
so.
looking at? Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Arteries and so forth are. So is that. And around his eye, all of that is special tissue that picks up a different look when it's wet. Wet is the key. You got to see things wet, or they just don't look correct.
Yeah, you gotta get them wet first.
Yeah, you got to spit on it.
You got to pee on it. Yeah, dog got it exactly right. Dog, go pee on it. Go pee on it. Let's see what happens.
He likes his rocks wet because he sees vaginas everywhere. So, yeah.
I'm going to show you the neck and all that business because let's look at the back of the head first because that's where I believe probably killed him, but I don't know. Well, having his head cut off probably did too.
Oh, Roger.
There can be only one, god damn it. And it's me.
Yeah, the Highlander, they would run around cutting each other's heads off because there was supposed to be only one immortal, I guess.
Oh yeah, he had all the power at the end. But then they did the Highlander series with Adrian Paul. That was pretty good, actually. Till his girlfriend got killed, and then that fucked everything up. But anyway, back to this.
Now this is the back of
Yeah.
Back to the mock flaps.
Oh, Becca. Yeah, that was her. That was Rebecca.
his head. I think they call it a carapace. I'm not certain of that, but I believe. You see that gash?
Yeah, we know you believe.
That's where all this red blood is coming from. This is a red-blooded creature, and that is a gash, and that is red blood coming out of that gash.
Gash?
Hey, it doesn't look like that. It looks like a different mineral.
Hey, Dave.
What kind of rock is that? Hi, Dave.
A rock.
It's probably a form of granite. By the looks of it, or marble, maybe.
Yeah, it's not any one pure mineral. It's like composite. Yeah. I think. I mean, I had a buddy that knew all about.
Was he Smith?
I mean, he knew all about geology and taught me a bunch of shit because he like prospected for oil and all this other good crap. But yeah, sometimes you get a pure like slate layer, and sometimes you get a composite of all this other shit that's mixed in with whatever that is. Granite, kinda, sorta.
Well,
Fuck out.
one thing is for certain, and we can say this, you know, because Roger's telling us, this poor Naga suffered torture before it was beheaded. Poor Naga.
Fair enough.
Smashed through the back of his head and killed, who knows? But this is like a fluted carapace. Could it go?
A carapace. Wait a
He's just a forensic genius.
Oh, obviously. I mean, come on.
Like that? When he got upset? Like a cobra? I don't know.
So clear.
But it is fluted together. If it could expand, it would do that, I would suppose. And there's a white naga. It's the closest thing I could find that represents this. And these ancient peoples, they knew about these things.
All the ancients, they knew. They knew.
Yeah, They had
They
flying
knew
cars.
that Silbeck was the Lord of Sperm, and they had flying cars.
Flying,
But
well, yeah.
Silbeck was the Lord of.
Roger knows about Tartaria and all them fucking continents that he knows all of this.
Roger knows
Liberia.
best.
And
Yeah, Roger knows best.
And everybody out there just silly people. Let me show you what this looked like. Hold on. You see, I told you when they're
not
dry,
just
you can't tell.
silly people.
They just
they're dry, you can't tell. Dry, wet, dry, wet.
You should send
We got 2 tiny cats.
Yeah, I will drop out one because somehow on my laptop it doesn't work.
But you should send Roger the Rosetta Stone images and see what animals he can dig out of that. What a living.
Well, I mean, he'd see the Egyptian stuff and assume that those were just wee little people and teeny alligators fossilized in the rock.
Yeah, you know what? In the Ganges, they're not alligators and they're caiman. They're like little teeny alligators that'll come up and bite you under the water and fuck, you're gone. And everybody uses the Euphrates and the Ganges in India. So they have alligator gods or reptile gods. We'll put it like that. A caiman is fucking vicious. I don't know if you ever heard of them, but yeah.
Yeah. They're a crocodilian family.
Yeah. The same thing. Something you do not want to fuck with. Yeah.
Because they have a million fucking teeth. The sharp as fucking needles. Yeah, they'll chew your ass off, mate. One bite, oof. Even though they are quite half the size.
Well, that don't matter to them. They're fucking quick. Yeah, they're fucking quick. Zip. And you don't, all of a sudden.
Ow! The bottom of the river.
it looks like it's carved.
Oh, sorry.
But as soon as they get wet, wherever there's special types of tissue, they take on a whole different characteristic. And the same.
And also,
He says it looks
not
like
wise to go swimming in India anyway. Anywhere in India, them ditches run. They run into the water system. Don't drink the water either.
With the neck, where all that blood was settled in the neck. Now we're going to tip it over and look at the bottom and the throat and the vein and artery in the bottom. All right, Kim is an artist. She makes these really fancy dolls. And she had all this thing dressed up like a doll. That's what this gold stuff is. Now, this is the carapace, the back. This is coming down and his neck is cut off here.
Isn't like a carapace basically the outside of a lobster or a bug? Basically the exoskeleton.
What it is the outside of a beetle. I mean, specifically, if you're talking about a carapace, you're talking about a scarab from Egypt.
Yeah.
The outside of their shell is called a carapace. Or
Never knew that.
or however the fuck he wants to say it. But yeah, it's a beetle shell.
So it's not even the same family of animals. It's literally not even a lizard versus another lizard.
Bug.
It's an insect versus a lizard.
Yeah. It's a bug. A carapace belongs to a bug. Yeah.
Now just take your time, slowly look at this. This is the chin.
No, I'm
So this is the center line coming straight up here.
How
Center line
does
of what?
he even think that's a
Well, I could be
Look
wrong.
at that
I mean,
neck.
yeah.
Oh,
He says that's a chin.
oh, they draped paints over it, so it's apparently it's a neck.
Well,
I thought it was, but he says that's a chin down there.
no, that's
Well, part of a neck.
okay. Fair enough. But lizards have frills. Do you remember the dinosaur from Jurassic Park that spit in the guy's face?
Yeah.
All right, when it
Dilophosaurus.
raises like cobra frill, a cobra has a frill. That fucking dinosaur had a frill, and yeah, there's actually lizards now that have a frill like that. They'll expand it and try to make themselves look bigger, and be like, "Fuck you, motherfucker." But yeah, that's kind of what a carapace is. The beetles will flare their shit and try to look bigger. Maybe you won't eat me, maybe you will. I don't know. But let me give this a shot. So that's what they do, yeah, with the carapace.
To the back of the carapace. Now, what do you see here? You see that?
Nope.
Yeah, you're outlining the shape.
That's one thing I want you to look at first. Secondly, what do you see here?
Whoa. The rest we don't want. Oh, he's not showing that. Okay. Thought he was going to show his rock.
Another shape.
With that little pin in the center. And over here. Now, what else do you see? You see that it's blackish looking and reddish looking.
Come on, Roger. You're better than this, mate.
Oh, fuck. At least give us something.
He hasn't pointed out a spinal
You-
column or any capitulating veins or anything like that.
I wish I had that little add-on where I could draw and I would give Roger some points where you see that circly little thing. That's a cat anus. And this was once a cat. At least use your imagination, Roger.
Oh, he uses his imagination, all right.
But I mean, he's just got a rock here. He's trying to at least give us a rock that's shaped like the thing you're saying that's shaped like.
You see how it's reddish looking and blackish looking? Well, those are the colors of blood. And the reddish looking stuff, I believe, is coming out of here.
It's called bone marrow. I'm just
I
saying.
don't see any red.
And there's some black looking stuff, and I believe it's coming out over there.
That darker color.
Now, so what are these?
Is that what you were going to say?
Yeah, I'm done. Sorry. My bad.
Circles here. What's that circle and what's that? That's the neck vertebra. That's right, the vertebra in the neck. There's one here and one here. And then just
Oh, so we are looking at a neck. That's what I thought.
Yeah,
we were
it's the
getting
only
at, but
part
then
of
he
the
said
neck.
it's shit.
Because the rest isn't the neck. The rest is something else. But
Look,
that will come up in
I'm actually
another
surprised.
brain fart
I'm actually surprised he hadn't said those little symbols are like writing in the bone marrow of the fucking neck bone. So maybe he will. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'll shut up. I'm sorry.
It's
I
all
really-
right.
in front of the vertebra is the forked tongue coming out of the throat. That's the throat.
Oh,
Scratch down one on my bingo
no.
card. Yeah. This is fucking fangs and writing, and it's Satan, and yeah. So yeah, fair.
There's two bumps here. That looks like a forked tongue to me.
God, yeah, come on, dude. He does the noises.
Oh,
But okay, so that's the fourth tongue. Okay, but where are the other three?
Yeah.
he said
Don't-
fork.
Oh, forked.
Yeah.
I heard fourth. As in first, second, third, fourth.
No, he said forked tongue.
Oh,
For
wait,
those of
he
you who
found-
are new,
found the
Roger
fossilized slim.
is
He found the fossilized slim.
Now this is the bottom. Don't forget. There's his chin. You come back and look at this if you want. And it comes straight up over the top.
a 5-year-old. 5-year-old. Roger, you didn't even tell us you were looking at a cross section of a neck. You just started with the chin.
Right here. This is exactly what it is. Now, I believe there's another vein and artery over here servicing the carapace.
Yeah.
Here, let's move on from that, because
Could be wrong.
he's just
Could be wrong.
He could be
I
wrong.
could be wrong. No.
Could be wrong. Yeah, could be.
he's
could be
usually
wrong.
always wrong.
Could be wrong. Could not be correct. But could be wrong. Hey, I just noticed. Haha. Today it's not mainly Americans here. If we include the side chat,
got
the
people from-
Dutch are the most plentiful.
Yeah, sorry. Am I still working?
Look, a little ball in the center of it, and these are the balls, the black balls. Remember these balls. Don't forget this. Look at the size. So that you can stretch this way and that way and this way and come back to where these balls are anchored. The water bags will flop this way or pull and switch and being but you come back to where the anchors are. You can find them in a big ball of goo.
That's Roger for
It's
you.
a big.
Yeah, I don't like to remember his balls, please.
It's the red, and it leaked down towards the black, and the black was the vein side.
Daddies.
And welcome, Tiny Cat.
Thank you. And very nice to be here once again, finally.
Yeah. It's nice to having you here again.
Always.
I finally found the time. Sorry.
I'm your ship captain, actual captain. No, the amount of time you spend away from home is a lot. And, when I drive a truck, I understand you got very little time to yourself, and you're out in the middle of nowhere captaining a
It's
ship.
also the time when I'm home, when I have my family around, I cannot be online all the time or be in live chats because I have my family around it, and at home I have limited private space.
Yeah.
Or they may even have some.
I mean, you're basically away all the time, so why spend more money on a bigger house when it's not needed? I'm guessing that's the logic.
The house is big enough, but the family that is at home use the space for themselves because I'm not there.
I get you.
fluid. That might be some kind of wacko fluid. I don't know. It's a carapace. I don't know. I've never studied a carapace before. This is what makes it.
He's used that word before. I mean, he's making shit up, but he's used that word plenty of times before. He just doesn't know what it means.
Well, he said he never studied it before. So, yeah, he never studied any fucking thing, I think.
Have a great day, Glober Dad.
Yeah, take care.
Have a good day. Nice
Extremely obvious. This is a different type of tissue. This is a different type of tissue. This is a crease from where, everybody's got creases, and that's one of them. And these different colors are the colors of biology that's...
The colors of the rain? Those are the colors of the rain.
It's the color of moss. It's the color of algae. It's the color of all those little microbes living on the rock.
But isn't a carapace an eel?
I'm colorblind, so what looks like something to you looks something totally different to me. So that's the best way I can put it. How do I explain color to you?
And even then, they're not sure how brains work. We cannot say that everybody sees the same color. We know the name of the color we see.
That you see it, but like you could perceive it differently in your
Right.
mind. Yeah.
Yeah, but we know it has that name what we see as the color
Well,
red,
the
for
best.
example, and everybody knows how that color they see is called red, but maybe everybody sees it differently. We don't know.
The best,
Could be.
the best analogy we can do as far as perception is red equals hot to most people, and blue or deep violet equals cold to most
Yeah,
people.
but still, it doesn't mean that
That's about
everybody
as
sees
close
that
as
color
we
the
get.
same.
Yeah, it's not like we don't know if the brain processes it the same way.
Right.
We
And
only know
women
that
can
the
see
crow
more
is
colors
the
than
same
men.
way
More
because
sure.
There's a small percentage of women who actually have
Oh yeah, they have a fourth cone.
different
Right?
cones. Yeah.
Yeah, they have an extra cone. I've heard something about that. I didn't know that it was specifically only women, but
I don't know if it is or not, but like the best snipers in World War II were women. When my brother was working at Goodwill, he got frustrated because he was separating things into all the colors, and the ladies around him could actually told him he was doing it wrong because he wasn't separating them into the different shades. So they were seeing colors that he couldn't see.
And rehydrate.
I am
could
still,
also be that is indifferent
I'm
to
not
the
certain, of course,
Well,
because
I
I
mean-
cannot prove it. But I think that color blindness has to do that every mind processes colors differently, and
Fair enough. I took to wearing all black or dark colors because I could tell those. If I tried to wear light colors and shit, it'd look all fucked up. People would look at me and I'm like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?"
Circus is in
See
town.
ya. No, they were looking at me because I was dressed all fucked up.
yeah, but what I just said, maybe everybody has his favorite color the same, but we all process it differently.
That's a good point.
Hey, I dressed in black. Didn't bother me.
Oh,
You know, at least I know I matched. You know what I
I-
mean? Black
have
shirt,
nothing else
blue
than black
jeans,
clothes.
black boots. Fair enough. Got it.
I don't own anything that is not black.
Well. hmm Well, I got well, they're black too, so that's moot point. So,
No, I refuse to wear anything that's not black. Well, also my job, of course. But
well, one of my favorite shirts that I have now is like a schematic of a TIE fighter printed on a T-shirt that is black, so that you can see it. It's yellow. It's not white. The print's not white. It's yellow. So it doesn't. You're not like ah. But yeah, I wear that most of the time.
Oh,
You got the pants.
my two favorite shirts are a black and a gray SLIMLivingCyborg t-shirt.
You suck up.
Right there.
Not like hey, shirts from Teespring are just fucking good t-shirts. It's just a fact.
Hey, whenever I went to the beach as a kid, I got one of those novelty fucked up T-shirts that the decal came off in like 2 months. So, yeah, I ended up with a bunch of black
Yeah,
shirts.
those are shit.
Yeah, I ended up with a bunch of just plain black shirts. So. Oh,
When the
I'm sorry.
DSA gets big enough to justify.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. It's a good conversation. When the DSA becomes big enough to justify merch, then everyone's gonna be running around in well, I've already got a hat that I was gonna wear to troll Ray Comfort, but never got around to it.
Please say it was some kind of Banana Man reference. Please. Was it?
That was just a deep set hat. But
Oh, okay.
I hate Ray Comfort. I really do. Out of
Who
all
does?
of them,
Well, I
he's the
mean,
one who knows what he's doing the best, but he doesn't care.
I'm
Many,
actually I'm actually proud that I'm part of the DSA crew, even though that other people started the Tiny Captain crew as well.
It's
I
cool.
remember DSA. Wait a
You
minute.
know that you guys heard of Jack of all trades?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. He actually sent it a whole Bible text to Flatsoid in currency of the Tiny Captain crew. Because he discovered that everything that Fletcher said was actually wrong. According to his own Bible, he quoted.
Everything what said was wrong. I mean,
Everything
the
Fletsoid,
Bible's out. Yeah,
Fletsoid
everything
quoted
Flatsoid says is wrong.
Yeah, Fletsoid said was wrong. He quoted a Bible text from a certain Bible, he said. And Jack of all trades sent him those complete Bible quotes that he was wrong, and he stamped it with Tiny Captain crew.
Do you have this stuff? I'd love to see this. Those Bible quotes.
I
Proving.
think they're on my channel and for my Discord server, and I think you remember of that.
Wait, what kind of Bible quotes do what? Hey, I missed something. Oh.
What room is that in?
You are there, I think. I think you are. Aren't you?
I am in there.
Yeah.
What room would it be in?
The Bloodshort 11 Ways to Lie. I think. It's
So is that
way,
like
way,
a
way, way
video
back.
or?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
he actually sent it to Flashlight once, and he put a link in there that he sent it to Flashlight. Well, there's so much in there. Because his 11 Ways to Lie is, yeah.
Wait, what?
What?
I have no idea, man. I'm lost.
Oh no, sorry. We're talking.
I'll have to look for it later.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
we're talking
rope
about
broke.
my
Lost
Discord server, and well, we're on a different channel. So no.
I'll have to look for it later. There's like tons of stuff here.
Let's play some more, Roger.
Alrighty.
Okay. And blood primarily is what rehydrates best, but lip tissue does it very nicely, and the eyes as well, because they're predisposed for moisture conditions, and then something happens to them, and they just become quite obvious. All right, just let your eye focus on this for a second.
Whoa, scary Illuminati.
That's an eyeball. That's this creature's eyeball.
But
And it's got
his eyes need that much time to focus on something? Wait. He was like,
I
let your
haven't
eye
a
focus on
clue.
this.
Well, it's the all-seeing eye bullshit that's like on the back of the dollar. Yeah, we see you. We're watching.
little focal point in the center, and then this coloration of the actual eye, and then it comes out to the tissue that's out. Now, all of these little pock marks in here, that's
That's a pockmark.
It's a what? A pot mark? Well, hey, fair enough. I'm sorry.
Roger Mutt Flaps. Roger Mutt Flaps.
What are the pock marks, Roger?
natural when something, the skin actually pops where the moisture is in there eventually in some conditions, not all the time.
Yeah. Oh,
But
yeah,
in
sometimes.
this one here, it is doing that. I have other ones that do this, and I have other ones that don't do this. It depends on where it was. This was preserved. I'm not exactly sure the conditions it was preserved in, but whatever it was was able to pop the very surface of the skin, and
No, I was just going to say,
Yeah.
what kind of rock is that? What kind of rock is that? Is that a porous rock? Is that like limestone?
It looks like a very porous rock.
Yeah, is that like pumice?
It could be pumice.
If anybody knows what that is. But yeah, I mean, it depends on the kind of rock. If it was carved out of granite, probably not have those pitting problems. But if it was a porous stone, then yeah, you're going to have those pitting problems. Yeah, fucking genius. I'm just saying. Look, I'm sorry. I'll shut up.
It's all right. I mean, it's probably like some sort of sandstone. A pumice.
these little pockets are the fleshy, gooey parts of your body that can move around and stretch, and you can squish and do this, your eyebrows and all that. They don't
This is where he
all in the
gets it.
center of it. These are the balls, the black balls. Remember these balls. Don't forget this. I mean, look at the size. So that you can stretch.
We don't
He's
need to know
constantly
more about
thinking
it.
of balls.
They're gooey. They have sacs full of fluids in them, and in this case, they've evacuated because the very, very outside of the skin, very, very, very outside is missing.
fucking gooey balls. Yeah, fucking
Why
gooey
hasn't-
balls. Yeah,
Why isn't Roger?
fucking yeah. You're right there.
doctorate?
I fucking yeah. I almost choked on my beer. I'm sorry. But yeah, gooey balls. They're little gooey, tentacly balls that are like tentacly and yeah, whatever. Yeah. Oh man.
Some of the eyeball outside, and it's all just barely gone, the outside. So it's really very, very complete. I don't think I showed you this yet, but this is where it's completely dry as a bone.
Oh, fuck, you did. You already did.
There's no moisture in it at all, so you don't see any of all of the extreme details. But this looks kind of menacing, to be honest with you. She keeps it outside because she's scared of it. Now,
If she's scared of it, get rid of the fucking thing.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, mail it to Roger.
I
And like
have a
he'll
question,
probably
Roger.
pay. He'll probably pay for shipping.
I have a request to the side chat. Can Ivy tell Ned to come in?
It's the Slee Stack. Did you ever watch Land of the Lost back in the day? That Sid and Marty Krofft shit. It's the Slee Stack.
I roughly remember it, but the Land for Lost is kind of like a blur as to what it was.
Oh, it was part of the like. Did you ever watch H.R. Puffett stuff? He had the magic flute. The kid had the magic flute, yeah. And it was part of that show. Land of the Lost was. They had Slee Stacks, lizard people, however you want to look at it. But these guys.
this here, I looked at this pretty carefully, and I believe this was a white naga. I believe hair was growing out of this, in addition to it being a carapace. Let me show you what the naga.
Oh, hair was growing out of the lizard. Lizards don't have hair.
Well, I thought a carapace was an eel.
Well, I mean,
White nagas.
I looked it up. Technically speaking, a carapace is a shell. It can be around a mammal, a lizard, a bug, a fucking bacteria, or whatever. A carapace is like a shell, a protective shell. The most basic definition of it, yeah. Aliens, man, aliens. I'm just saying.
And again, I don't think I showed you this, but I did get interrupted a couple times, so if you've seen it before, you're going to see it again. Now, this is a little hard to see, but there's little spots here, all the way around. And I think there was hair growing out of that exact area, not up in here, but just in this crease. And that's what the white naga shows. Almost identical. Where's the white naga?
Oh, he's got tons of them. Back.
Here, look. You see it? Bestower of fortune. Now, I couldn't see any ears on the other one. I mean, it's not exactly the same by any means.
That's a carving. You bloody
Hey, look.
fucking cunt.
I mean, I may think I'm some kind of crazy wizard, but I don't walk around with whatever kind of hawk feather that is, or turkey feather, and pretend it's a magic wand.
Turkey feather.
It's a turkey feather that he thinks is a magic wand. I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, I'm nuts, but I'm not that fucking nuts. I'm just saying. All right, fair enough.
There's different degrees of nuts, but there's also stupidity. And Roger is stupid. Let's just say.
Stupid squared.
Yeah.
Well, I saw the lines and shit and dots and all that, and then the white tip, and I was like, yeah, that's a turkey feather. That's not a magic wand. It's a turkey feather.
Well, that's just his deal, isn't it? That's just his.
Well, okay. I don't know.
No, but it's a magic wand made out of a turkey feather.
It's a magic turkey feather.
I'm just thinking that we have to find some way to make that into a gag.
Oh, we'll get there. We'll talk about it on Discord. Look, we'll throw around some fucking weird ass ideas, and yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
But I don't know. The icon, the white Naga, once worshipped in Romania on the Black Sea. So see what you see here. I can't find any ears, and there's a couple other things. They're not really exactly the same. I don't see any ears.
It's a falcon snake person. Ain't supposed to have ears. Snakes have ear holes. They don't have ears.
Yeah, they don't have outside ears.
Yeah. And Commander, you and I are around the same age. Do you remember that old TV show back in the 80s, V, that came on NBC about the lizard alien people that came to eat us?
I remember that.
Yeah. This is the same fucking shit right here.
I barely remember the late 80s.
Well, fair enough. I mean, I remember the shit that, yeah.
Commander's a lot younger
We'll
than
talk
you.
about that later. Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Commander's a lot younger than you and I.
These visitors came to Earth. They were aliens in human suits, but underneath they were reptiles that were eating us. So yeah, it was a good show. If you can look it up online somewhere.
Yeah, it had Freddy Krueger in it. What's his name?
Oh yeah, he was a vegetarian. He was like a herbivore. Lizard.
Of the alien, yeah.
Yeah, he was Robert Englund.
Robert Englund, that was it.
Englund, yeah. Yeah, Freddy, yeah.
Well, didn't they make a newer version of the show as well?
Oh yeah, but it flopped. It was like a piece of crap. Nothing compared to the earlier.
Oh yeah, the original one.
Sorry, I digress. But you know, lizard aliens.
I am going to create a room in the Discord where people need to drop links to their favorite shows from when they were kids. Because,
just from when they were kids?
Wow, Dukes of Hazzard for me.
or their favorite shows.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Daisy
no,
Duke.
But I mean,
Daisy
there's
Duke.
so many references I do not get.
Same here.
And it is
this-
because I
Especially
am.
because I grew up in a non-English speaking country.
You and your fucking Viking ways. Brainless.
I'm not a Viking.
Close enough.
No.
But no, there was this old.
Dog is the conqueror. I'm the slave trader.
Yep.
Okay, fair enough.
That's basically how the Netherlands and England fucked up the world.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, I'll save my story till next time.
I mean, it would have to hear somehow, right? I don't see any ears.
Because there's a statue.
The fucking statue.
Wait, what?
Of a bird-like face thing creature, mabobber.
It could be a sheep.
What did I do this time?
You know, I don't know how it would hear, but
I don't know what you did.
and I
know
believe
what
that
you
is where it got smashed. And it looks like it here too. So the whole thing must have come this way, or some big slam with a big pow all at one whack, a board in the back of the head or something. Because that's definitely blood coming out. And so is that.
He was talking about that previously.
So I believe that is a wound, fatal. I don't know.
Is it? Are you sure?
No, we're not. He's not
Maybe
sure.
it just beat its. Maybe it just beat its own head and knowing what Roger was going to say about it.
Yeah, that could be.
Yeah, fair enough.
But anyway, as far as I'm concerned, this is a sealed deal. This thing here, when I show you the vein in the artery, I show the architecture of the throat, the vertebra,
Vertebra.
the vein in the artery service in the carapace, the vein in the artery service in the head and the neck, the throat, forked tongue. Once again, I have made my case. And I did all kinds of other things.
Sending him photos of a fucking statue, and he thinks
Sure,
it's
yeah,
a real
yeah,
living
okay.
thing. Nah,
He
come
made his
on,
case.
come on. He gotta be faking. Come on, like he cannot be serious.
Let's
No,
just
because he
run
showed
with it. Let's just run with it. It's fucking funny.
He is funny.
Like, what the
Yeah, he's
motherfuck?
figured the shit out from the get go. Yeah.
But we know he's serious because he sent his findings into the peer pressure people, the peer review people, and they just laugh at him. They don't even review it. They just take it.
That's true. That's true. He did publish papers.
They've called him a tinfoil hat weirdo, and I think MIT has a restraining order against him, actually.
MIT said, fuck
Or
the
at
hell
least
off. Yeah. You're the worst kind of stupid. Yeah.
Like, I don't even think flat earthers have that, like, with
Oh,
universities,
man.
right?
Don't even. Look. Somebody tried
Well,
to.
I mean, he was harassing the head of geology for quite some time.
Yeah, like, and like those people, like, at first you're having a giggle about it, and then it's like, okay, yeah, now it's enough, boy. It's enough. It's enough. Fuck off, you cunt. There's also people that actually have to get work done.
Yeah, we got to do shit to make it happen. Yeah. You sit over in
And
this little
professors are
corner, yeah, and eat your peanut butter and jelly.
they are busy.
Yeah, and like having a dumbass like him pop up in your email once or twice, I think they'll have a giggle about it, and then that's okay. But like, for fuck's sake, don't fucking bother. But like, also, it also depends on like how you pop into somebody's side chat or email. Like, if you, like, I would guess that he was quite aggressive. Like, and you're telling lies and blah blah blah.
Yep.
So yeah,
I mean,
Well, I mean, I may exaggerate the truth of a story once in a while, but I don't flat out lie. I'm not saying, hey,
Yes,
look,
you do.
it landed in my front yard, and they said, do you want to go with us? And I was like, fuck yeah, later, everybody. So, yeah. I mean, I may stretch the truth a bit, but I try not to break it because that's bad. That's bad.
yeah, it's fragile. The truth is fresh.
We have to go through too, because they're looking at this stuff. Iridium concentration, mudstone, iridium, coal, boundary layer, impact layer. This was the impact layer. These are the layers of a body tissue. Coal is nothing more than red flesh.
Iridium layer. This is a KT boundary.
And coal can be any kind of organic material, dumbass.
Trees,
talking about
usually plants.
He's talking about the K2 boundary, the asteroid layer that wiped out the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Okay.
He sees it as layers of flesh.
Mm-hmm.
It's saturated with blood. And this is another area where there's blood that turned into coal. Mudstone is the skin. This is the membrane. And in here, this boundary layer is the fluid-filled highway. I'm telling you, this is just bizarre. This is biology.
Yes,
this is I don't know how they can cover themselves with all this stuff.
Bizarre.
Impact layer, smectite, kaolinite. Kaolinite is related to skin primarily. Now,
It's related to
How are
skin.
they? Quack.
Now the
Let me
quack.
just do a quick Google search. And I bet you it has very little carbon in it. And let's see.
Probably none. Oh.
Okay, kaolinite is a clay mineral, common component. Layers of silica, it's aluminum silica, and oxygen. Aluminum silicate and HO. So yeah, hydroxide.
mudstone is flesh, is skin. So that's just the way it boils down, my friends. It's time to take a look at this stuff, because I get the stuff from everybody. Nobody in the world will look at it.
No one
You're
in
getting trolled,
academia
you
will look
prick.
at.
You're getting trolled. They don't
Now,
understand.
interesting, kaolinite is used in paint, cosmetics, and pharmaceuticals and agriculture.
I know that I am open to this stuff, and I know what I'm doing, and I know what I'm talking about, and I can show the details that present their specimen in its most favorable.
They just oozed right out of his skull.
Yep.
light, which is, if it's good, it's good. If it's not, it's not. I'm not going to present something just to make it look like something special. No. If it is special, it's special. If it's not special, it ain't special.
Yeah, we know
Simple
you're
as that.
special.
See that? Remember I told you the hair growing right out of that crease? I believe that's where the hairs are growing out of. But back here, no. But it appears to be very similar to the glycon. Now, who made this sculpture? This isn't a real one. So somebody...
Wow! You realize it's a
someone
sculpture.
carved it.
A real one. Woo-hoo-hoo. That's probably because
You
it
can
has
tell
like
by the human ears.
My daughter just came home, so I cannot use voice anymore.
Okay. Tell them hi
Well,
from us.
have a great day. Well, great night.
Yeah.
Take
Yeah,
care,
you
mate.
guys as well.
Bye-bye.
must have decided, well, all I'm doing is guessing at this point. I don't see a crown on it specifically, a carapace, but I do see hair coming out and around. I see the face very similar. There's no ear. However, who drew this? Who made that sculpture? Whoever did probably has no idea what Glycon looked like. They probably said, here's what he looked like. He had this, and he had hair growing around his carapace.
And like there is not no such thing as like what's that called again? Imagination. That's not a thing, right?
Now, someone just ate some mushrooms, right? In India, and they show a snake thingy with hair, and they carved it.
Yes, a snake with hair.
Or is around his head here. That's what they're showing. That's what I'm seeing. I don't know about what you're seeing. But just think of it this way. If he was here, and out of all of this here was all that hair growing, I don't see an ear. And I've looked and I don't see ear. So I don't know how you heard. But
how does a snake hear?
he's looking straight down.
Like some animals just
There might be something up in here like an ear. I don't.
Oh my.
How does the snake hear? It has holes in it, and it feels vibrations, even when
with
it's
its whole
done.
body. Yeah.
This is dry as a bone. Again, you can't tell this isn't carved. It looks carved. Now here's where the hair is growing up.
Oh, no fucking shit.
Obviously it isn't.
Wow. Well, hey, look. And there's
that conclusion?
There are types of snakes called pit vipers. They can see in infrared. They've got little glands under their eyes that help them see in infrared. So they know where you are, even if it's fucking dark. If you're hot, they can find you. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not hot.
Look up pit vipers. I'm not bullshitting.
We know you ain't bullshitting.
Well, I mean, sometimes I might. So you got to be careful.
We know you ain't
I'm just
bullshitting.
saying, do your research. Don't take my word for it.
Do your own research.
Yeah, I mean, that is so important, or else you'll turn into Roger Mudfossil.
No, Roger Mudflaps.
Yeah, Roger
Mudflaps, yes.
Plus, no, Roger's unique. He's a certain type of stupid.
Yeah, we're stupid,
Not
but
wrong.
Roger is a special kind of stupid. Yes, he
Yeah.
is. Yeah. Roger is special. Yes. Yeah. Our little Roger.
I mean, it's like,
Let me
what
start
did he drink
playing.
his coffee out of? A mug?
What?
Well,
I think that's a mug back there.
that's what I'm saying. And what part of the animal is that? Of the world's animal is that?
Well, that's the haunch. What are you talking about? Wait, what? Where are we?
Well, Roger doesn't see geology. He sees biology. That's all he knows. Is biology.
Fair. I've gotten that. Yeah.
So I want to know what part of the world does the mug come from?
Hey, people didn't pick up rocks and carve shit. Okay.
No, of course
No,
we
never
never
happened.
did that.
Never happened.
Yeah. Why would we? You know, like
Yeah.
not like
what
we
the
ended
fuck
up
kind of noise is that?
drawing,
Yeah.
painting.
But to think like this, something must have misfired in his brain as a child. I'm guessing to think like this.
There was a glitch in his matrix.
I actually think it's more that it happened when he was older. that he ended up just with too much time on his hands and just
Too much time on my hands. Oh, sorry.
You know, there's some pareidolia in there, but it's also just pure fucking make believe. A lot of it.
cuckoo, cuckoo. That's it, right?
Yeah. Let's play some more then.
Yeah, let's play some more.
Alrighty.
I believe.
Roger Mudflaps.
And there's where the carapace goes down in the back. It's cracked down there. And when you put water on stuff, boom, it rehydrates quickly. And all of a sudden,
Oh yeah,
you got blood.
boom. Boom,
And you
it
got tissue and you got
rehydrates.
lips and lip skin
Ooh, lip skin.
all around your eyes.
Kind of lips.
Color of the eyes come out. The brow takes on a new coloration. You can see things very well when you get stuff wet. That's the key. You got to know how to look at things and then understand what you're seeing. And don't make a decision and snap and that's
Oh
it.
yeah, that was great when it was wet. But never mind.
He loves rocks and for JJ's, and he likes them all.
Look at this.
wet.
This is a different texture from his nose to here.
I like rocks.
There's something
I like-
different about
I
that.
like
And
JJ's,
of course, that's the seam or, you know, I don't know.
I don't mix them up.
That's some bloody little spot right there.
A bloody spot.
I'm going with real. If somebody can tell me that's not real and show me why, well, we have the evidence.
If someone can show him
it's
why.
a fucking rock.
Yeah,
If
bro.
someone can show him why.
We're showing you now why. It's a fucking sculpture. Well, there's no there's no decomposition of this animal whatsoever.
Oh
If it
yeah,
was-
it's iron turning into rust. Okay, fair enough.
Kim still has this, as far as I know. She was trying to sell it. No, I don't think she did. But I haven't heard from her for a couple of years. Well, maybe I flipped it here or there, but not anything of any substance talking. But these are all injuries
Substance of talking.
that created this bloody stuff.
Sure. He probably has substance of to talk about. Yeah. Sure, Roger.
Coming out of them.
Fucking dreams.
Very strange. And again, I had my stuff tested for DNA, and there is absolutely no
Yeah.
reason you couldn't do it for this.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
DNA.
Fucking hell. Okay.
And let me guess.
Okay,
Let me
look,
guess.
hey,
It said
run with
it'll
that.
take more DNA.
Yeah. I don't have any alien DNA, so let's run with that. Fair enough.
I mean, I don't know. It's kind of crazy because it's wacky, but
Yeah.
all you have to really do is get to where you can find an artery.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh,
Yeah.
stupid. Can you get? That's not
I
a
think we're
challenge.
gonna go for another 5 minutes because I gotta get to work and
Oh, look.
stuff.
Don't
Oh, that's
stress.
okay.
Look, maybe in now because we've seen the fucking brontosaurus riding in his fucking bone marrow bullshit before. So just go get ready to go to work and have at it. Thanks for having me up.
Oh, before we
This,
well, before we do, we're gonna show everyone why you need a good education because, like, Roger is harmless, but this kind of just point and decide you're right can blow up in your face.
oh yeah, especially
In the grim darkness of modern America,
This is how it works. See,
where governance
anti-vax.
falters and sanity wanes, a shadowy figure arises to champion freedom in its most twisted form. Enter RFK Jr., the unwitting herald of Nurgle, the plague lord of Warhammer 40k fame, spreading gifts that are as dubious as they are dangerous. It begins with the most humble of blessings, raw milk. Yes, raw milk, that unpasteurized elixir of freedom, now bearing the taint of H5N1, a bird flu virus with the potential to bring pestilence on a biblical scale. Reports out of Fresno, California, tell of a dairy farm whose raw milk has been linked to this virulent strain. And who, pray tell, is a loyal patron of this farm? None other than RFK Jr. himself. A man who proclaims his crusade against big pasteurization while sipping the dubious draughts of his favorite farm. The owner of this farm, a man whose denial of H5N1's presence in his milk is as firm as a nurgling's embrace, has caught the eye of RFK Jr. Not only does Kennedy trust this dairy magnate with his milk, but he also believes this individual should shape the nation's health policy. Yes, the very same man whose product was quarantined by health officials for its viral stowaway is now poised to wield influence over the FDA. Truly, Nurgle's blessings work in mysterious ways. But RFK Jr.'s dedication to spreading health freedom doesn't stop at milk. He stands unyielding against vaccines, even as evidence piles up like the corpses of those left unprotected. Samoa, 2019, a measles outbreak devastates the island, fueled by Kennedy's anti-vaccine rhetoric. Neighboring islands, vaccinated and vigilant, watch the plague pass them by, a grim reminder of what happens when science is spurned. And now, the spectre of H5N1 looms larger. A recent paper in Science warns that a single mutation could enable this virus to jump from human to human, sparking a pandemic that would make Nurgle himself grin. Yet RFK Jr. and his allies, like the raw milk enthusiasts rallying under the banner of Make America Healthy Again, MAHA, insist there is no danger. Raw milk, they proclaim,
MAHA.
is the path to vitality, a gift to the faithful who reject the corrupting hand of modern science. Their vision for America is a warped parody of health. Picture RFK Jr., adorned in the garb of a plague priest, chanting the virtues of raw milk while chain-chewing nicotine pouches and indulging in Big Macs. It's a carnival of contradictions, a celebration of ignorance in the name of liberty. But let us not underestimate the seriousness of the threat. As avian flu wreaks havoc on poultry farms and egg prices skyrocket, the raw milk rebellion risks becoming a vector for an even greater calamity. And now, with RFK Jr. maneuvering to install his dairy prophet as a federal policymaker, the lines between parody and apocalypse blur. In this dark timeline, where RFK Jr. dons the mantle of Nurgle's champion, the stakes have never been higher. Will we succumb to the Plague Lord's gifts, or will reason prevail before the milk sours completely? Only time, and perhaps a healthy dose of pasteurization, will tell.
Yeah, out of all the conspiracy theorists, I think anti-vaxxers are probably the most dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Totally.
And because we have milk, we,
Yeah.
Okay.
we don't
Okay,
sell
let's
raw milk
say-
in this country.
Let's say we had this kind of mindset in 2024, and when was the polio vaccine invented? The 20s or the 30s?
Jonas Salk.
Yeah, Salk did
Jonas Salk was the 1950s.
it. 50. And he gave it away. He was like, look, this shit is so bad. Have at it. And he cured it. I mean, unless you
It's
like
coming
don't
back.
get the vaccine. Yeah, I mean, but if you don't get the vaccine, you're going to end up in a wheelchair or crutches, or God forbid, an iron lung. So,
Well, even the even things like measles and mumps, they're killers. Rubella,
oh, sure.
they're
Yeah.
all killers, especially to children.
Look, chicken pox can come back on you as shingles as an old person, as I am, and as I'm destined to be. But yeah, I had about a shingles. That shit ain't fun. It is just
No.
like crazy. Yeah, and it goes wherever your nerves are. So yeah, but it ain't fun. It ain't fucking fun.
Yeah, I came out in big scabs. I felt like shit.
Oh, mine were on my
As a
back.
child, I just fucking itched.
I had to get one of those back scratcher things because I couldn't fucking reach it. I was like, "Ow." And then yeah, I got it. Kind of. It had ups and downs. But sorry.
But
Sorry.
yeah, we don't. But here in the UK, we don't sell raw milk. Has to be pasteurized.
Well, we don't do that here. It's technically still illegal
yes.
here, but he's going to try
Yeah.
to make it legal. And
Don't
that's
do that.
really the whole reason. The whole reason why we made it illegal was because it was just a vector for disease.
Yeah, that's all it is. Just full of bacteria. Especially in this day and age, as you know, as we've crossed species and we've done all sorts of things that have just made it worse. And you know,
Well, I
farming
mean, the
birds.
concerning thing is, yeah, it's a
Well, when you-
bird flu that has spread to mammals, cows.
Well, yeah. When you get like fair enough, bird flu has affected the poultry industry for decades. But when you get one that's virulent that will spread to a mammal,
Hey, Tori.
and don't forget certain hi Tori, certain types of HN viruses from mammals that can pass on to humans. Or like even like COVID and things like
Since we are mammals.
And if RFK Jr., because he believes in herd immunity, he believes, oh yeah, get everyone used to it, we'll all live forever. It'll just make America.
You gotta have a.
Well, you'll never be able to travel anywhere in the world, especially places where you need vaccinations, parts of Africa and Asia and things like that. You have to have injections to go there because otherwise you probably will die. America will become one of them nations just full of fucking illness and disease, and people will need injections to go to America.
If I ever travel
I think
overseas,
that's the goal of these assholes.
if I ever traveled overseas in the military, I got 1,000 fucking shots. Don't ask me what they were. I can't fucking tell you. But yeah. Like ringworm.
And hi, Tori.
Yeah. It was.
You got them for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be sure that they didn't give you that for funsies, you know?
Oh
It's
yeah.
like, it's not like those things are free.
Well, I did when I was in basic training back in the early 90s, mid 90s, around in there somewhere. I did get the experimental anthrax shot. It was like 2 shots over 2 weeks. And I guess I haven't got anthrax, so I mean, what can I say? It apparently worked.
That's it. If you're in the military, you'll be vaccinated anyway. You'd have all that.
Yeah, you ain't got a choice. Yeah.
All of that.
Yeah.
Because you
gonna stand there and take
In the military, they will give you vaccines against just about every biological weapon.
Oh, yeah.
They got this like big gun, just loaded with you know, it's like a revolver where they don't even like stop to change the mechanism. You know, they change the needles and stuff, but you've done it. I've seen.
Well, yeah, they used to use gunshot. Yeah, it was what it was. I mean, they did it how they had to do it back in the day. But yeah, I've got shots for everything. Some shit I probably don't even know about.
Probably.
If there's a biological war, you will survive and all the civvies will disgurgles.
Well, you know, there's a way we can We get, but never mind. We'll talk about that on Discord. Never mind.
Yeah. Well,
Tomorrow I'm going to do a thing on all the wonderful, beautiful, funny, stupid, and informative stuff Allie's giving me. It's going to be fun. We're going to make fun of Russian bullshit. And one of the things that Allie gave me was directed at the deep state.
Oh, wow.
One of the comments that was left on Starsky's channel.
All right. And what's that got to do with the government?
Absolutely nothing, because what the conservatives whine about being the deep state, it's not really anything organized. See, it turns out, right, Congress procures money for agencies to do a job. So what the agency is doing is really the end goal is not at the behest of the executive that operates the agency. It's whatever the heck Congress prescribed. So if the president asks the agency to spend money or do things that Congress didn't charge it, that's like technically illegal. Because you're like using money for things that Congress did not legislate it for. Or if you want an agency to carry out orders which Congress didn't legislate for, it shouldn't do that. So back when Nixon was president and there were fears that if he was impeached, there was going to be a coup. After he was out, and it was also a combination of Nixon and the corruption of Mayor Daley in Chicago, where basically everyone who worked for the city had to be politically loyal to the mayor. They decided that this was a recipe for corruption and tyranny and disaster.
and fascism.
If the civil servants, if the civil servants were personally loyal to a person rather than the Constitution, the function of their job, and the well-being of the people that they served. So they created the civil service. And that's basically a bunch of career bureaucrats who are politically neutral most of the time, unless the president is ordering them to do something illegal, in which case it's really still politically neutral, but they're just not going to carry out the orders of a sack of shit. So they created this
Yup.
concept of a shadowy deep state in order to get people to want to get rid of the civil service and put idiots who are personally loyal to another idiot in charge of all the specific functions of government. So
Yeah.
it's not that there's a deep state that hates Donald Trump. It's that Donald Trump asks the career bureaucrats to do something illegal, and then they just say fuck off. Or like when Trump wanted to use basically shell boats filled with migrants, he was told to fuck off. That's illegal. It's illegal according to the laws of the Navy, the Air Force. It's basically against U.S. law, but he wanted to break it. So the administrative state just said, no, you can't order us to break the law. If you want us to do that, you got to get Congress to change the law. So that's, but Ross gonna have fun with that particular comment. I got some old, well, Brainless has seen it. We were talking about anti-vax, right? I got some pictures of Soviet propaganda where they got a piggy with a syringe in its belt. And it turns out that the Soviets were spreading anti-vax bullshit even back in the 50s and before that. But
Yep.
We're going to have fun with that. And then some more serious conversations that went on about, let me go and just read some of it. I'm not going to pull it up. I don't have the thing equipped to pull it up. But there was a dude who evidently, because he was a piece of shit, got what was coming to him, who was then running a prison in occupied, I think, I know parts of Ukraine occupied by Russia.
Mm.
So Allie says, I heard the head of Alaska prison. How's the head of Alaska prison feeling today? I heard his wife was feeling a bit off balance. Starsky, not feeling well. I think the party was a blast. You're already getting the picture. Fireworks and cars are a bad mix, I heard. There's a bunch of cute conversations like that where everyone's just having a ball that a asshole and his wife got their comeuppance. Some people, I think that her getting blown up in the car was just the result of being married to a douchebag. So, if you don't want to die that way, don't stay married to a fucking war criminal. That's all I have to say. And then we got some other fun comments. If I share them all, then I'll break the funny. But then there's some comments which you have to just play that are so stupid that were left by the orcs. You just have to think back to Naked Gun 33 1/3, where the entire audience and just face palms.
Mm.
So that's tomorrow. I have to get to work, and hopefully tonight will be a light enough night where I can actually get some of the prep for that done.
Okay.
Well, I may
Everyone
stream.
have a great night.
Yeah, I may stream
Say
later,
again?
so stay tuned. I'm just saying.
Well,
Okay.
I'll probably end up on
You're
Captain
fucking playing Zelda or some shit. I don't know.
Minecraft.
Oh, Minecraft. Oh, okay. Fair
You'll
enough.
be on probably Captive Death stream, won't you, playing this?
Yeah, I already have the link, so
All right, later. Take
later,
care.
fuckers.
Thanks, everyone, for coming.
Thanks for making me come.
Everyone have a good night. And
The Penguin
Thank you.
Dynasty will rule. It will rule all.
oh yeah, let me see if I have that available, and we'll go out on that note.
It is Commander 401 Penguin Lord. Sorry, that was too far.
Commander of the Empire, penguins on the march, galaxies tremble loudly beneath his icy charge. In the cosmos far and wide, stars blink in his wake. No force can ever hide from the power he creates. Penguin Empire rising, shivers through the night, infinite and mighty, burning oh so bright. Planets quiver in fear when they see his fleet, conqueror in black and white, no army can compete. He spreads his wings so wide, cold as outer space, galactic domination, none can stand his pace. Penguin Empire rising, shivers through the night, and white, no army can compete. He spreads his wings so wide, cold as outer space. Galactic domination, none can stand his pace. Penguin empire rising, shiver through the night. Infinite and mighty, burning oh so bright. Planets quiver in fear when they see his fleet. Conqueror in black and white, no army can compete. He spreads his wings so wide, cold as outer space. Galactic domination, none can stand his pace. Penguin empire rising, shivers through the night. Shivers through the night. Infinite and mighty, burning oh so bright. Burning oh so bright.
The Penguin Empire rising. Rising.
Yep. And I actually am still working on the 3D animated music video for that. I just have not had a lot of time. Good night, everybody.
And all the other 3D animated stuff that you're working on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's the
mean,
holidays.
I've got terabytes of unfinished stuff.
Well, it's the holidays.
I'm like,
and, you know, balance is balance, and yeah. So, get to it when you can.
good night, everybody.
Take
Night,
care.
night.
Night, night.